Wakili.
Yes.
What do you think of your MCA?
Oh well, 2017 I had this dream of vying for MCA Baragwe. Na nilikaa tu nikaangalia mwenye nashindana na yeye, nikaona I'm wasting time. Nikajiuliza angekorwo MCA ore kwe.
You are smart.
Angekorwo MCA ore ku araruta wira na consistently ni araturutira wira. In fact ndaragia na andu makaruma ndi muthenya ungi manjiraga uria meriragiria to a point that maruga makona kanyatu ka kugura mugunda Baragwe no moke kiugo mathenge. And that is something that makes us very proud as a people. Baragwe twetu na mutongoria mwega na tukimube mathenge tugerenda guka gutwika senator wito wa Kirinyaga. Undu umwe ni ati mukorwo mwina mundu tondu what is required of a senator. Okay, constitutionally, of course, the Senate is supposed to deal with national matters and also specifically matters concerning the county governments. Rumondo arutete wira na hold different dockets in the committees. There's a time he was in the Treasury Committee. He's done a good job. He has a good track record. So he has the mastery of how the county government works. He has a mastery of how devolution works and how devolution should work. He would be a good senator, especially because of his courage and his speaking up. Tondo senate nayo nionekanaga ni endaga muno oge na nikio onaga ringi senator ni attractaga muno athuria ya makuru. Nikio ringi people felt as though he was better suited in the National Assembly as opposed to in the Senate. But if you understand of the Senate based on the mandate, the constitutional mandate of a senator, then somebody that has worked na nikiongo na Murango, I would say fairly Murango has also done very well in the Senate as a senator of Kirinyaga. Nyondo amundu aria county dealaga namo mundu ta agriculture. He's had a very good track record. He's actually one of the best senators in our Senate in terms of performance. Niko goma thenge gukorwa na background yo ya gukorwa akimenya county government yorera function na gukorwa akimenya how devolution works. That in itself qualifies him as a good senator.
Mary Jo, what are your thoughts on the issue Mathenge?
Well, the easiest way to define a person and their capability is their character. Who is Mathenge in terms of leadership? We saw Mathenge come to play in 2013. Throughout to 2025, where we are 2026, he has not failed in his leadership mandate for the Baragwe people. Interestingly, while he does not align with the current governor, bado watu wa Baragwe unasikia wakisema amefanya kazi. So that tells you that he really understands his role as a leader. So in seeking every other leadership position, that by itself tells you can give him a shot. He has delivered, he's come that far. Number two, the seat ya Senate is a very interesting seat. It does not have any tangible project that it is warranted to do by the constitution. Haina kiti. It only requires the voice. If you do not have a voice, if you are not the amplifier of what your people are saying, then you are as good as gone. And you really need to know the needs of your people depending with the region. Mathenge is one person who enjoys support across Kirinyaga. Mathenge akiingia ndia huwezi dhani ni wa Gishogo.
True.
His charisma imembeba that far. To date, Mathenge is a household name, and he comes from one of not the biggest, smallest wards within Kirinyaga County. But anaenda kila mahali he is known. To date, the topic Mathenge in DCP is talking of Mathenge like he's an MP.
Yes.
Like he's somebody who is known county-wide. Ni kama ashawaipewa mandate ya Kirinyaga County is large. Ndio kila mtu ana feel like maybe anajulikana ama maybe I need to go through him or maybe he wants me to go through him, yet he's just an MCA. Imagine who he would become if he becomes a senator.
So we have all agreed that Madenge would make a good senator.
Yes.
No doubt. So I ask this contentious question that everyone is asking. Actually, it's the one trending. Given the relationship between Senator Murango and Honorable Madenge, to oversight your friend in this case, wakili situanze na
okay, it has also been an issue of concern for me, the way that they present themselves as a package and not autonomously. I would like to see more of each of them individually. I would want to see Murango coming to us akiwa peke yake as Murango, MCA Baragwe, going for the seat of senator, doing his campaigns alone, because I don't think we've not done the party primaries, so there's no need for them to work as a pack and there's no need for them to work together. And then they're serving different houses. One is in the National Assembly, Honorable Gasheri. The other one is in the Senate, Honorable Murango. The other one is in the National Assembly of Kirinyaga County. So I've personally not yet gotten the logic of why they are working together. You could say maybe it's because of the unifying factor of the role they've played in fighting for the party of DCP. But when it comes to me as a voter in Kirinyaga County, looking at those three people, honestly, it has been a very big limitation for me. I need to get to a point where I look at them individually and I'm able to make my decision by looking at them apart from that pact.
I want to ask, do you think he would oversight a Governor Murango?
None ngungo kwiraga atiriri niyo ndameciria ndamaturanira gikabu kimwe nindiraremwo ni kuona uria Mathenge angi oversight Murango ni undu andu gwe yao nindirenda kuona opportunity no nyende gukorwo na opportunity ya kumarora individually nigetha yuke tuike everything has to be reduced to every individual person's value system. Nikio rigwa ngigeria kuma separate ngikwira atiriri gacerie National Assembly wira wake gutema ndu ringirana na county riu Mathenge na Murango nimo maundu mao maraingirana, like one needs to oversight the other one. Honestly, for any person that is looking at this objectively, not even subjectively or anything, because I personally don't have a personal vendetta with any of them, but when I look at it in that sense, I would really want to see a separation of persons between the three of them. Nori wanginyorageria kuni force ni separate njuge Murango na Mathenge na ndingi bota twamenyerire Murango Mathenge Gaceri. It's even like a song.
For me, niulizia wakili. You know,
to be directly.
Allow me to address her directly, not through you. Wakili.
Yes.
You know the name Wakili, the title Wakili is a very important title.
Yes.
In this topic.
Yes.
Does the senator oversight the governor directly according to the constitution?
Okay, according to the constitution, the role of the senator, okay, first of all, he's elected because the direct one, he's elected to represent the county, Kirinyaga County. He's the county representative to the Senate, for a start. Secondly, he's supposed to look at the affairs of the county, consider the affairs of the county, of the individual county for a start. Si general counties, ile county yenye imekuchagua ukakuwa senator. Tari Murango, uwe senati. Wira wake munene, ta senator. Ni kurora mabata ma Kirinyaga in the national government. Ondonge, budget. The Senate in a discussing the budget and county level. Okay, most money bills are discussed in the National Assembly. The National Assembly is what sets all those things and makes allocations within the national budget year June. But specifically, ikifika kwa mambo ya county government, the person that does that ni Murango, as it sits right now.
No, the governor
in terms
is
of
the head
speculation.
of the, no, nasema the governor ni yeye ameongoza executive. Can Murango, as a senator, oversight Waiguru directly without the MCAs?
It's the affairs of the county government.
It is the affairs of the county.
It's the entire county from the... So unajua the county is supposed to mirror the national government. We have the governor, who's like the president of the county. Then we have the county assembly, kama MPs. Then we have the executive yenye inafanya kazi na the governor. So, now county assembly is supposed to oversight the governor also. And then the senator is supposed to oversight the county government and how the county government is run. So, I know you want me to say he does not oversight the governor directly.
No, it is not you saying. It is the constitution that is making the senator a secondary oversight, while the MCAs do the primary oversight. Until we get to where the county is audited, the senator cannot come in. He does not have any arena where he can oversight the governor directly. Actually, the only line he can use, it is either use the statement to request for a certain question concerning the county affair, or invite the county, invoke the committees within the Senate to look into an issue, a specific issue within the county. But they do not. Oh no, tell me, we have constitutions we can Google. Show me where the senator oversights the governor directly.
The governor is part of the functions or the persons within the county assembly that is supposed to be under these oversights. I know you're trying to dissociate. Think about the situation yenye tumekuwa nayo. Let's talk about the national government. Tondo moya devolution we have agreed on is devolution is something that is being realized progressively. Kuna mambo nyingi sana about devolution that we are yet to master. Because even that concept that you're talking about the senator oversighting the governor, in the real sense, senators kumekuwa na like a tug of war between the National Assembly and the Senate in terms of who is supposed to perform which function. So, in a practical sense, actually even in Kirinyaga itself, this is the first time that the people of Kirinyaga have had a conversation about the roles of the Senate and why the relationship between Murango and Madhenge should be a point of concern to the people of Kirinyaga County. So it should, like our mandate, now that we've been given this privilege to be addressing the people of Kirinyaga, and I think maybe Martin, you should consider a show where we are educating the people specifically on the various functions of these people. Because when it's about secondary and primary oversights, because at the end of it all, zote ni oversight. Na zote, like the MCA is supposed to represent the interest of the people within the National Assembly from the ward level. Then the governor is the interest of the people at the county level. And then the senator is the interest of the people, like he's almost like an umbrella. I don't know, the hawk eye. So even the governor himself falls under the people and the things that he's supposed to be oversighting.
I want to bring in Joshua on that. Joshua, on the issue of secondary and primary oversight, what are your thoughts in it? And can Senator Madhenge oversight a Governor Murango?
Now, allow me to debunk all these misconceptions, because they are misconceptions. Okay. And like lawyers like saying, the law is very clear. The primary oversight role, which is basically the only oversight at the county level, lies with the county assembly, not the Senate.
Ukichagua MCA mbaya, shauri yako.
You see, when you talk about oversight anywhere, you cannot grant an oversight role and deny a reprimand role. Okay? You cannot anywhere.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me to watch over your child if I cannot discipline them. A senator does not in any way oversight the county executive. The work of a senator or the Senate is actually to represent the interests of the county at the national level. Anything that is within the purview of the national government that affects the county government is now what becomes the mandate of the Senate. When a governor is failing, all that blame should lay squarely with the county assemblies. That people must understand that. Murango has no business oversighting Governor Waiguru. Number one, he does not even have the resources and is not even empowered by the law. Because for you to oversight, you must also be well resourced. The MCAs, or in this regard, the county assembly, has resources. They have powers to convene audits. They have powers to discuss county budgets and county audits in the county assembly. And unless the senator is presented with this information through the audits, like my sister has put it, he is totally in darkness to even know what happens at the county level. So this talk about Senator Madhenge, if Madhenge becomes a senator, whether or not he could oversight a Governor Murango, is very much misplaced. And I want to point, I want to give a point in case of Murang'a County. I don't know who told people that people must be sworn enemies to work together. You see, what informs the mandate of any office is actually the constitutional provisions. The role of a senator is well defined in the Constitution. The work of a governor is as well very clearly defined in the Constitution. Even if two brothers from the same household are elected, one as a senator and the other one as a governor, so long as you elected people who understand the Constitution and their mandates, they will still deliver to the people. I want to take you back to 2020 when Senator Murango was the majority leader. And I want to take you a little bit back when Senator Murango, then the majority leader, was a very good friend of Governor Waiguru. That did not stop him from instituting an impeachment or leading an impeachment motion against the governor at a point when he felt, and together with his colleagues in the county assembly, that the executive had failed. What you need is not is not a guarantee of non-friendship between the governor and the Senate. What the people need to know is the guarantee that the people need to have is to know that the person that they are electing as a senator understands their role and has the willingness, has the guts, and has the interest of the people to do that which is sometimes difficult if he is called. Madhenge has played his oversight role very well for the last 15 years. And you've already said that he has also very well delivered on his mandate as the people's representative of Baragoi. I don't know what will change of Madhenge that now when he becomes a senator and his so-called friend, Senator Murango, becomes governor and Murango starts misbehaving. From the record, because records are very important, history is very important. Madhenge is one guy who has demonstrated that when he's called to duty to serve the people, and when he's called to stand with the people and the Constitution, he will always choose the side of the people and the Constitution. And in fact, Murango should be more worried by a Madhenge senator than any other senator, for obvious reasons, that this is a guy who knows his work, and finally he's also a very young guy who has ambitions in politics and knows, and I'm sure Madhenge is not willing to mess up his future political career because of mere friendship. So Madhenge still, I feel, is the right man for the job.
Wakili,
Yes.
do you think, are you thinking of a conflict of interest in any way?
I actually wanted to take this opportunity to drop my hat for Joshua. Joshua and also my friend Mary Jo. Sijui ni kama nyinyi ndo mlienda law school, because there's a way you guys are bringing out points that I'm actually, they're in my head but they can't come out. Do you know out of the explanation that you two have given, it is in the best interest of the people of Kirinyaga for there to be a senator and a governor that have a decent working relationship. Because hivyo venye unasema story ya primary oversight na secondary oversight, Joshua amesema like those are two, they are neither here, like hizo ni vitu mbili zenye hazifai kukaa pamoja. Ati wira wako oversight ito ni wa MCAs maika riu kandirageria kwithambia riu a senator is supposed to go to the to the Senate na push for projects na mbesa allocation ya resources.
Wao ameleta ile pesa mingi, the interest you were talking about, the interest of the county, kuna ile formula pesa ugawa. You will realize senators are always a tug of war, because mimi naangalia naona ile formula inagawa inanyima kwetu pesa fulani. So I will fight for the interest of my people na make sure your pesa imekuja after imefika however much. Na ndio maana I want to pose this question to you and everybody in Kirinyaga. There was Murango the MCA and Murango the senator. The governor alikuwa ni mmoja, ni Waiguru. Bona the Murango the senator hajaweza kuwa so hard on Waiguru the governor like he was able to be so hard on Waiguru the governor when he was an MCA.
The concern and the fear of the people of Kirinyaga ndio ingesiria ta Wanjiko ni ugumara onataka iguka ithondekwe cartel, a cartelship of some sorts, but not with this kind of knowledge and with this kind of understanding of their individual roles and the work that every person is supposed to be doing in their various position. Wanjiko ndaironi gukona guoya wakugate Mathenge na Murango, but I still want to see more of
let me discuss the cartel.
Yeah,
because I also want to call them cartels as they are right now. And I am going to discuss the Kirinyaga trio. Najua unaogopa kuisema like you feel I'll swallow you. There is a cartel ya Jerry, Mathenge and Murango.
Yes.
But we want to look into it like what have they achieved? What would they have achieved if they separated and they never moved together? Kirinyaga County was grabbed by the balls at a very early stage, especially na the executive ya Kirinyaga County. The MCAs who were supposed to represent the interests of the people walishikwa na executive mapema sana. So what did the three decide? It was not within their elective mandate. Haigeweza, whatever the constitution was allowing them to do. And that's why nimewaita Jerry, Mathenge and Murango. Sijawaita honorable. It is not by mistake. No, nimewaita hivyo intentionally. Because if I talk about Senator Murango, I talk about Honorable Jerry Maina, the county women representative, representative to the National Assembly, and I say about the member of County Assembly Mathenge, hakuna mahali they are intertwined by the constitution, the possessions, ndio waweze kuserve the people. So they decided as the daughter and the sons of Kirinyaga, wherever the county is supposed to be served, tumeona haita work. So what did they resolve to do? They decided to become the bigger Wajiko. Wana identify problem, wanajua hii tutasolve na media. It is not in the role of any of those elective members or positions kwendanga kwa radio kupiga makelele. It is not in their role. Hakuna mahali constitution imewapea hiyo responsibility. But they decided, we have been given the chance, we can afford the media, hii tutapiga kelele na media na tutasikizwa. Wanaamua hii tunafaa kwenda kotini. It is not within their responsibility kufanya hivyo. Inaweza fanywa na Joshua, ifanywe na Wakio, inaweza fanywa na Martin. Anyone can do it. But they decided to form that cartel that everybody is feeling like a cartel, wafanya ile kazi ambayo ilikuwa inafaa kufanywa in the first place by the executive by the legislature arm of the government ya Kirinyaga County. Ile kazi ya MCAs, because nitakwambia ukweli, sahi wamekuwa kotini kuhusu mchere. hiyo haikuwa within their mandate, na ilikuwa inafaa kufanywa at the National Assembly, ndio ilikuwa inafaa kufanywa, but we said the ayes and the nays ni ukweli, na serikali ikispata the ayes they have it. So at the end of the day, Jerry cannot go making noise using the floor of the house hata kama the numbers are against her. What did they resolve to do? Jerry cannot be the lead counsel na akuwe ni yeye amefile kesi. Na tuko na shida moja in this country. Watu wana file kesi. Kama hiyo kesi ya mchele ilikuwa imefailiwa na the Farmers Party, they were bought off wakaondokea. So kesi itatoka wapi? You need, kama tuna file kesi ambayo inahusu mwananchi, ukue na plaintiff ambaye haezi kuwa bought off, akuwe amenunuliwa, amedisappear. So they eventually decided we are going to join and become the bigger Wanjiko. So what is the big deal about if we give them now the mandate? You do not have to make noise in the media. You do not have to go to court. You are the people in charge.
Wacha Joshua malizie.
Yeah, I like that. Sijui, wacha nitumie Kiswahili sasa. Sijui nani aliambia watu kwamba lazima kuwe na uhasama au adui ndio watu waonekane kana kwamba wanafanya kazi. Eti lazima kuwe na migogoro ndio watu waonekane kwamba wanafanya kazi.
Kulimana.
Yes, kulimana. A case in point is Murang'a County. The governor of Murang'a, Irungu Kang'ata, and the current senator, Joe Nyoto, are very good friends. See? That's why you'll probably never see Nyoto commenting anything even on media about Kang'ata. But that does not mean that they do not work together. In fact, I'm privy to some information that whatever the senator feels needs to be addressed by the county executive, is the governor makes sure that it's always honored. So they have a cordial working relationship, which is basically what we actually like to, most of our leaders to emulate. Politics doesn't have to be combative. If Senator Madhenge can reach out through writings, or through, like my sister said, through the committees of the Senate, demanding for information, explanations, or such kind of materials from the executive, and he's able to get it through the channels and the right procedures, I don't see why they cannot work together. This whole talk about people must not be friends for them to work together is very simplistic, and I must caution Wanjiko, because we can pretend to be enemies today, Mary Jo. We can pull in different directions today if that will guarantee us a victory. But once we are elected into office, we still continue. Murango and Madhenga can work without any of us ever knowing. And by the way, the only reason why we know they are friends is because they don't hide it. And that alone gives me a lot of confidence that they have nothing to hide. These are people who have worked together as colleagues in the county assembly. They have delivered on the people as the people's representatives in the county assembly. And like she said, if they can propagate that, if they can grow that friendship to greater heights through service for Wanjiko, like what we've seen them coming together to work for us, I think it's something that I will want to emulate, and I will encourage our people to take it positively. And finally, this one is a caution. We can talk a good game. In fact, we can malign the friendship or the relationship or the that the senator enjoys with his friend, the MC for Baragwi, and then decide, let's not elect Madhenge as the senator, or let's not even elect Murango as the governor if we must have Madhenge as a senator, since they cannot work together, and then risk picking the worst of the worst as MCAs. That will be the demise of Kirinyaga County. The people must know that the success and the failures of any county government starts and ends with the county assembly. If they elect the wrong leadership into the county, if the people of Varagu replace Madhenge with a useless leader, they are going to pay the price. So this whole question about friendship does not even arise. It's neither here nor there. Madhenge and Murago can be friends for all we care. All that I care about is the people must put in place. If they want Murango to be their leader, their governor, they must ensure that they elect MCAs who are able to hold Murango to account and oversight him adequately. The issue of the Senate is neither here nor there.
Now, I think the takeaway is clearly that we don't have to fight to seem like we are working. It is si lazima tulimane. We can actually work. And the one thing that is constant in this discussion is that all the three, Honorable Gasheri, Honorable Madhenge, and Honorable Senator, have been working. And even in their friendship, as we call it, it has not deterred them. Actually, it has empowered them to work together. And it's evident, it is out there for everyone to see. I think that is why they are perceived as the gatekeepers, and because they are the ones that have been building DCP in Kirinyaga. So as we finish this, I want to pose a question. Na tutaanzia na kwa Mirijo. What do you think of DCP in the coming days? Where are we headed, considering what has been happening? The 10 MCAs going there. I think there is also another leader that is headed there. The consequences of that, and who is going home, who is not going home. Let's talk DCP briefly.
Well, there's this slogan nimekuwa nikisikia, go where you are valued, not where you are tolerated, all that. In politics, ni wewe unajipatianga price tag. Whether niko DCP, nikiwa blogger, nikiingia UDA, nitafika huko nikiwa blogger na nitatritiwa kama blogger, niende PLP, I'll be a blogger, all that. The MCAs wenye wameingia 10 hawajakuja kupewa price tag, and they are not coming to be valued differently at DCP. Wamefika na value yao because wamekuja wapate other aspirants. Ni vile tu, ni kama vile mbeleni walikuwa watu wa DCP who are going with that rivalry with the watu wa UDA. Sahi wamekuja wakapata other aspirants, but them being around, kuna ile joto pia yenye wamekuja now. Everybody has to up their game, because also huwezi dismiss that umepata an extra competitor. It also means an extra coin for the party, because at the end of the day, chama haijaajiriwa, chama hujengwa na wenyewe. Ama unafikiriaga DCP imeajiriwa inalipa mwisho wa mwezi na mdosi fulani? The members at the end of the day are the employers, ni wao wanakuwa, ni sisi tunajenga chama. So it also means an extra coin. Also, so haitabadilika, itakuwa ile the marathon bado inaendelea. We keep moving. Hakuna kitu kubwa itabadilika. The only thing imefanya joto ni mingi in terms of everything, economically, politically, socially. Alafu pia tutalimana sana huko ground. Kuna vile tu watu wa kulimana wamekuwa wengi sana. Unajua beleni, you could feel like, let me talk of Mukora for example. There is this gentleman called Lewis. Somehow he was feeling like, hey, DCP na niweka niko mbele. Sahi amepata twin. So the sibling rivalry now imeanza kuhit, which makes the politics zinakuwa poa. Wote kitu kia wanatagetegea tuho. Kiti ambayo hujakimbishania, it doesn't even, there is no really need. In politics we are here, hunting and gathering. So ebu imagine, DCP rake hanete tahiti, nita kutokotheirwo tulire thi. Just time to chase, and I think that's the beauty of it. So,
okay, I think the scramble for DCP tickets, it's hailing from the conception or the mindset that wanawagira ticket ya DCP ni kama party primaries za DCP ndio elections, hiyo ndo finish line. So the stakes are high, There are so many speculations that for you to, as much as get an opportunity to get a ticket, it won't be free and fair nominations, itakuwa kuekelea. Wanasema sitting MCs kukuja after aspirants wameenda, imewa disadvantage, imewaosha because wao wamekuja na pesa. I think it's all fears, but everything boils down to the value systems of the party, the value systems of the party leader, and what the party chooses to go by. If the party decides to give everybody a fair chance, which is something I would say I've seen and heard the party leader Rigathi Gachagua saying that they are going to be free and fair nominations. So hata kama umepeleka pesa yako DCP, if that word is anything to go by, na hauna ground, I mean this is politics, you'll still remain at a disadvantage. But of course with the shift, with the move, competition imeongezeka na kuna wale wenye wanaogopa competition that are going to defect and scramble for the second fiddle parties. DP inaweza fanya PLP na Jubilee Kirinyaga ipate demand juu wale watu wenye watafeel ni kama hawataezana na hiyo mkimbizano. So that move is going to, it's really going to shift a lot of things in Kirinyaga in my opinion.
Well, I'm happy. I think the party is growing. The fact that there are so many suitors coming in shows that the value of the party and its stature in the realm of national politics has grown. But I like questioning people. The currency of politics is loyalty. That's what we are told, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
This is not a church setting. People are welcome to join the party, definitely. The doors are open because we want numbers, and like my sister said, we also need resources. And it's also a good thing that especially these sitting members of county assembly and MPs who seemingly have more financial muscle than the rest of us. Yes, so the sitting members are always considered to have more financial muscle. So we expect them to also help more in growing the party. See, tumetoka mbali sana. Those who started in digging the foundation have done their bit. But like I said, this is politics. And politics sometimes operates on the principle of the lift. Those who go in first must also come out fast. You can't be, if you've been sitting at the periphery, you've been a fence sitter fighting us or fighting those who are already in the party, throwing stones from outside, looking at how to weaken the party. And then at some point you realize that there was value to join the party and you have joined the party. You must not expect to be treated the way those that you found will be treated.
So you don't think these oldies will come kuosha wenye wamekuwa, especially the young aspirants wenye wamekuwa DCP?
On a party that stands on the basis of fairness and equality, that should not suffice. Let's not pretend that there are people who have invested in this party. In fact, let me not use the word invest. There are people that ensured that this CP came to be. There are people that if we do not apportion credit to, we will not be talking of any party called DCP today. And I don't want to pretend that these are people that can be wished away just because we must perpetuate a culture of fair competition and democracy. It will not happen. There are people that will be accorded more respect, more value, and whose profile and stature will be higher than some of the people joining the party today. That one must sink in, and I don't want to preach. That is the truth. So to the people joining, the MCAs, karibu sana. I even heard there is a gubernatorial aspirant who is planning to join DCP. She's very much welcome, but she must be ready to walk through the furnace, and it will be very hot. Yes.
So basically what you're saying to say, ukiavulia nguo
maji lazima uoge,
na hiyo ni kumaanisha kuna wenye wataoga na kuna wenye wataogelea na kuna wenye wataoshwa. It depends on where you want to be. So thank you for watching. Let's catch up again next week. This is Saju Gardens, this beautiful place. It's in Kutus, right beside the old bridge. You're welcome to visit anytime. It's a beautiful place, great food, great environment, and the serene right beside River Diba. Karibu. Till next time, peace.